It's the Rundown, brought to you by Glenny Balls and his handsome face. Look at this guy.
Yeah, too handsome for you.
You know what? You have that glow about you. You're smiling because you get a good night's sleep on your Helix mattress, right?
Of course.
You know the importance of a good night's sleep, right? If you go home and you hop into a bed that's trash, you know your whole life is ruined. You don't look forward to going to sleep at night. You don't sleep well. That means your morning's ruined. That means work sucks. Not having a good mattress can absolutely end your entire life. And that's where Helix Mattress comes in, because they cater their mattress to you. You go on the website, you take a quiz. They tell you exactly what fits for you. If you want a firm mattress or soft mattress, you want Tempur-Pedic or Springs. You want big, small. You need a king size. You need whatever. Do your kids hop into bed with you?
No. Don't allow it.
Do not allow that. Do
Nope.
not do it.
Nope.
Once that starts, bro, never fucking ends. And now they're like full-size humans.
Yep.
I need like a Wyoming king. Do you know that there's a Wyoming king, by the way?
No, I need
California
that.
king? Now
Yes.
there's a Wyoming king. It's fucking huge. So I don't know if you have that Helix, but send it over to your boy. Go to helixsleep.com/rundown. $200 off any mattress plus 2 free pillows. Pillows are important too. And they're
Very important.
You get 2 free pillows. That's probably like another couple $100 right there, because pillows can ruin even a good mattress. So they got cooling technology and all that shit. Helix Sleep, HELIX sleep.com/rundown. We'll start with football. Obviously, we'll get to Ridley. That's the big. Was that on the rundown yesterday or no?
No.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. But the breaking news as right now, as we sit down, is Aaron Rodgers, who will continue to torment Dan and the Bears for at least, 4 more years?
4 more years.
I thought, like, if anything, it was going to be like a 1-year deal or some shit. Now, in football, who knows? It might end up being only a couple years. But 4 more years. 4 more years.
Okay, all right. First of all,
owns you.
First of all,
I own you,
first
Dan.
of all,
4 more years.
First of all,
own you.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to all the women out there who got their day completely cucked by that selfish fucking prick, Aaron Rodgers,
On
who
International
should be in
Women's
jail.
Day. Unbelievable.
We're going to talk about
That's
Calvin
borderline a
Ridley.
hate crime.
Yeah, it is. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about Calvin Ridley gambling on the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, may I remind you, gambled with everyone's lives when he came to Lambeau every week pretending that he was fucking vaccinated.
I want to say maybe attempted murder.
Attempted murder, jail, everything. This sucks. And
4 years, $200 million with a guarantee of $153.
Here's the thing. The only person I have to blame is myself and my stupid fucking fat brain, because I believe that he was gone.
Well,
there were so many times where he did little things online and Instagrams and like cryptic messages where I was like, yup, it's over. He hates them. They hate him. It's going to be great. He's going to be out of the NFC North. Jordan Love stinks. Like, freedom. The fact that I let myself believe that for even a second, I'm so stupid. He is going to torture me. I'm back to the torture chamber. The only thing that I have going for me right now is I'm hoping that because he's getting paid so much and they're going to have to pay Devontae Adams so much, they have a really bad defense, that is my personal favorite Packers team when Aaron Rodgers has an MVP-type season and then in the playoffs his defense fails him, and it's fucking hilarious. But I know, like, there's a chance he wins the Super Bowl now with the Packers. Like, that was the part of it ending in January
It was supposed to be like
in
one
San
more
Francisco.
shot,
Like, if Aaron Rodgers went somewhere else and won a Super Bowl, I would not give a fuck.
Yeah.
I would not give a fuck. I would
Packers.
actually buy his jersey and root for him on the Steelers or the Broncos.
That's like Tom Brady.
Right.
He's very Brady-esque, where I used to make, he's beefing with Belichick, and like, if he wins this, it's got to be his last one.
Right.
Giselle wants him to retire, and he just kept going. And then when he kept playing, but at least he was gone in Tampa Bay. I was like, I don't fucking care anymore.
That's what
I enjoyed rooting for Brady. I didn't root for him, but I was like, I can appreciate.
Yeah, he's a different
his
dude,
greatness,
right?
Whatever.
It really comes down to, like, if the Packers can win another Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, that's.
Well, yeah.
Can I say? Or is this on YouTube? Can I say?
Yeah, sure.
You might have to bleep that. If Aaron Rodgers wins
that's
Super Bowl with the Packers, or
for a Bears fan, particularly you, that's a game. No.
Yes, I got a couple coming up. Coach K winning national titles.
Too.
Yeah, like there's a lot of big moments that I put myself in coming up.
Put your own name on a champagne bottle. Pop it at the same time. That's happening. But I don't think you have to worry, because I mean, obviously he's good, and it's not like he's falling off. But like, Well, I was going to say that's very Brady-esque, too. Like, I was always like, at some point, he's got to slow down, and that didn't happen for Tom.
And the other part of it is, like, best case scenario, he doesn't win another Super Bowl. Even in that scenario, he's going to beat the Bears twice a year.
Definitely.
It's going to be on national television, and he's going to relish in it.
You're still going to get shit down your throat every time.
He's going to relish in it.
Yeah.
He's going to be like...
But you have that trump card every, hopefully January, where it's like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, you beat us a couple times, but you're going home again. And you're going to be known as the guy, who got that early title.
But you keep walking that line, knowing that you're like cheating death
every time.
Because it's like every time they get the 1 seed, and every time I'm like, here it comes.
Almost with Brady, it reached a point where it went the other direction. He won so many that I was like, who even cares?
Yeah,
anymore?
like it's your kind of running.
But having that nerves every year, I do with the Yankees too. And the Yankees have a good team. I'm like, fuck, what if this is the year? And you've been lucky enough that it hasn't happened, but 4 more chances too. I kept thinking like maybe 1, 2 more. If he sticks around for a full 4 more years, you'll be in your 40s still fucking.
I'll be dead. He'll outlive me. His contract will outlive me.
You'll be in your 40s still being like, fuck this guy.
Don't do that. That's
crazy.
I was actually. You want to hear a depressing fact? I don't know why it came up in conversation. Like 401k. Like, do you have like I don't know. We
have.
And I just
we do have it. I just personally don't have.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
think they just started matching, so I should do it. But
I googled like when you can cash it out, and it was like 55, and I was like, oh, that's forever. I was like, wait, that's 18
far.
years.
I know. It's not that bad anymore.
It's not that far.
You got your 401k popping?
Yeah, I did, but I realized too last week. Like I was wondering when I could actually cash out of it.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's 55.
I don't think
I'm going to be
59. Okay, that's.
I got to make it till 60 to cash that out.
Yeah.
You can do it now, though.
playing the
I
odds,
learned
it's
that you
probably
can do
not
it
gonna
now,
happen.
but
You gotta
like
pay
it's a penalty.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I wanna do one.
I don't think we were matching in the beginning, so I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I need every dime that I got. But once they start matching, free money on me. Smart.
We started in the new year.
Yeah.
And it's basically free money. Why not take it?
Yeah. Well, because if you need it now and you don't want to wait till you're 60, but someone like yourself, you
March
don't have
Madness
bills, you
is
don't have to
coming
worry
up,
about.
like that kind of thing.
Needs to be liquid, as they say.
You don't work.
Any liquidity.
Glenny is actually the richest guy in this office.
I'm so not.
I mean, you
He's
don't have a
cash rich.
single bill, right?
Yeah.
What bills?
He just
OnlyFans?
and he just wins cat. That's true. OnlyFans.
But that's a
You're
writeoff.
the drill tweet.
That's now
I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. I haven't.
Glenny is the drill tweet where it's like, can someone help with my expenses? Like food $75, transportation $125, OnlyFans $6,000 a month.
Like, Uber's a lot.
What is?
Uber's a
Uber's a lot.
Food's up.
You live at home.
You drive a car,
and you
'Cause
win.
Gas is about to be a
you
motherfucker.
win like
I
different.
drive to my deli
every time there's a prize at Barstool.
Yeah, you get
win
like
it.
free 25 grand.
Yeah.
Dave. Listen, you don't. Everything you just said is like everybody has to do those things, but like you don't have rent, you don't have utilities. You don't pay for your phone.
And he's like old school Italian too, where he's got like $400,000 buried in his backyard.
If I had rent, I'd
in
be
a
poor.
jar.
I don't have, but I have.
Yeah, you don't have no rent, no utilities, no phone.
I would be poor if I had no rent. Yeah, phone we don't pay for. But no, I mean, it's okay, but I'm not paying rent. If I was paying rent, I'd be poor.
But you never have
you
to pay
don't,
rent.
bro. You're living.
I think I'm
living
going to
the
move
dream.
out, though. I think I decided September.
No, you
I'm moving
aren't.
out.
You just
No,
do
you
away
aren't.
games
No.
all the time.
Yeah.
With the ladies, yeah.
I'm an only away game player. I'm a horrible home game player. I tell my friends that.
Well, you
yeah,
can't
because
bring them
your
home.
Parents.
But
Yeah, I'd be
I
bad
swear
at
to
home
God,
too.
You share a bed with your parents
I swear to God,
too, right?
No.
Like Willy Wonka?
I swear to God, even just the opportunity, I don't get the opportunity at home. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a road game guy.
Yeah, no, that's.
And I'm happy knowing I'm a road game.
That's Dan. That's what happens when you let your kids sleep in bed at an early age. You get
Glenny, he never leaves.
Every morning,
Yeah.
you roll over and you see Glenny in your face because he sleeps in bed with you, right in the middle too.
Yeah, I heard you did.
I do not.
No. The truth, he doesn't sleep in bed, but he sleeps at the foot of their bed, like on the floor, like a little. They make a little camp with a little
Michael
arrow
Scott's
bed.
little dog bed.
Yes, like a little doggy bed. That's it. Let's get to Calvin Ridley before you're gonna bounce, Dan. He's gonna leave early.
Yes.
Calvin Ridley suspended for at least a season for making a $1,500 bet. I mean, listen, everybody's pretty much on the same team as far as it's hypocritical of the NFL to take all this gambling money, to move a team to Vegas, to promote and encourage all your fans to bet, and then hit this guy with a penalty this harsh. It's hypocritical to give out 2 and 4 and 6 game suspensions for violent attacks, and then give this guy 17 games for gambling.
But you can't gamble.
It's the one thing you can't do.
You can't do it. And
to risk He had a 5th-year option for $10 million
Yeah.
for $1,500 bet.
I know.
It's just so like it's just the golden rule that you can't do it. So it's bullshit, but also like, bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, that's the part. It's like the NFL is hypocritical, but like you just can't do it because there's now so many questions. I had to body Emmanuel Acho
Saw
last
that.
night.
Yeah.
Did you
The
see that? That
clip
was-
that everyone's showing is like weird, quirky things where he ran backwards like a yard one time in like the first quarter of a game.
Dude, it
that,
was like nothing.
Tyreek Hill
Yeah.
does that 5 times a game.
Always. And if it was something like the clock's expiring and there's a open touchdown and he doesn't take it, fine. But none of that was fucking
No.
happening.
No.
So, get out of here with that nonsense. It's stupid, but what do you got,
It's just
Glenn?
so fucking stupid that no one knows anything. He doesn't know what he's betting. He doesn't know.
What do you mean?
If he's
That's
if
the
he has
other
a
part
Vi-
is-
If he has a parlay in on a Vikings-Niners
Oh,
game,
yeah,
he has no
yeah.
fucking idea.
No. As far as we know, right, it wasn't any games he played in and he didn't have any insider info.
But you can't have it because
You can't
now
do it,
there's
'cause now you
questions.
question the whole fucking thing,
everything.
integrity of the game, all that shit. But like, would you asked the NFL, would you rather a league full of like abusers or a league full of gamblers? Under the behind closed doors, they would say we'll take the abusers, which is fucked up.
The NFL is though hypocritical because they basically spent their entire history until 2 years ago pretending that gambling is the worst thing ever.
And now
when the
they're-
league is built on gambling, if you took away gambling, if you made if you could hit a
Legitimately,
button.
what do you think you would cut it in half?
Probably.
75%? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, like it would be that much. I know that sounds crazy. Like people would obviously still watch their teams, but
would be like
in terms
baseball,
of like
be regional.
a Thursday night game that no one cares about or a Sunday night game,
especially
like,
some of those Thursday night games that suck.
right?
Lions, Jaguars.
It's
Done. You're
all
not getting
gambling.
any of that shit.
Yeah.
No, none of those ratings.
Rone, can you hop in? I gotta hop in with the men.
Go to the bullpen for Rone.
A little Westbrick.
What?
A little Westbrick.
Holy shit. That's a big time call to the bullpen. Take a seat. Yeah, we'll go to Westbrick. This I almost didn't think was real. I thought that this was fake. Russell Westbrook talking about how fans calling him Westbrick is shaming him, his children, his family name and legacy.
I didn't see this. This is real.
Real story, dude.
Westbrick is such a great
Real
name.
fuck. I know. I mean, that's almost one of those ones you got to tip your cap. like.
Yeah.
But it was a real story, and I believe even the article is kind of like, sympathizing with him.
It's kind of
rather
like
than
a.
being like, are you like that article should have been the headline, and then the copy should have said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And that's it. That's all. I
It's
mean,
awesome.
Westbrook, you like that
Westbrook
one?
is awesome. They have such a simple brain. Westbrook is sick.
Have you never heard Westbrook?
No.
That's what's funny is that's been like, following him anytime he's had a bad game forever, but now it's just like every goddamn night. And
To me, it's
Wait,
like
wait,
a-
what does
it's-
that say about his kids?
It's like a "don't call me cum rags" type of
Yeah.
situation. It's like we're gonna call you cum rags more. It's like we're gonna call you Westbrick more. Like if you say it really bothers me.
now it's over. Like that's all you're gonna be now. We're gonna put on Westbrook
Westbrick
shirts
shirts?
right now, no
Oh
doubt.
yeah.
This is what doesn't make sense. When it comes to basketball, quote, when it comes to basketball, I don't mind the criticism of missing and making shots. Well, that's what this is. But the moment I know where my name gets shamed, it becomes an issue. It's like, no, you just said it. You don't mind criticizing and making and missing shots. That's what Westbrook is about. Westbrick is about. We're not criticizing you as a man or a person. We're not criticizing your family name or your legacy. We're talking about your ability to make and miss shots, and we're using a little pun with your name, bro.
Wait, can we go down? I got to see what they're talking about at parent-teacher conferences.
No.
I see parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah, he said his son takes so
Me-
much pride in his name. That's the only thing he talks
Me
about.
and my wife were at teacher-parent conferences for my son, and the teacher told me, Noah, he's so proud of his last name. He writes it everywhere. He writes it on everything. So does my kid. This is crazy. Little kids just write their fucking names, man.
It's all
he
they know
tells
how to
everyone
write.
and walks around saying, I'm Westbrook. Yeah, it's like, that's the only fucking words they know.
Yeah, what?
And like, he's going to go to school now and be like, you know what your kid's going to write now? Westbrick. Whatever.
Yeah.
Be happy
Change
your
your
kid's
name to
writing
Westbrick.
names. It
should.
is,
Yeah.
that is absolutely
You can't just be
spectacular.
like, don't be mean to me. Especially if you suck, how he's sucking this year. He's
Oh,
sucking at like
so
a
bad.
historic pace. He's ruining the Lakers. He's
Yep.
making the Lakers significantly worse with how he's playing. But he's also been the most adversarial player towards fans
Yep.
his entire career. He's like such a chest pounding like asshole about everything. Like he's always arguing with fans, always yelling at people. Like he has to take his medicine. And the $44 million is
He's
like
making 44?
44. 44.
I didn't know that.
And they're just sucking
Bro,
with him.
I mean, was there ever a deal that was more like we instantly knew when the ink was dry that like this was a bad idea? Like this was like when the Lakers did with Gary Payton and Karl Malone. When you try to assemble super teams with someone who's over the hill, it never works.
Yeah.
Ever. And especially with a guy like Westbrook, who like we know his style, we know like how he needs the ball, we know he needs shots, we know he's got to get his stats. That was like the worst idea ever, and it's playing out even worse than they could have imagined. And now you got to deal with this.
Yeah.
8 games under 500, home stretch, and you're talking about my feelings are hurt.
It's terrible. You can't. That's just not how you build teams, by getting 6 guys who used to be all-stars.
Where are they at in the Western Conference?
Just said they're 8 games below 500 with 18 games to play.
Yeah,
I think they're the 9 seed. They'd be in the play-in. They'd be in like the play-in tournament or whatever.
Yeah. So if they have a good run to close out here, they make the
And
they
the
make the
Nets
playoffs.
suck too. Jesus, they're in 9th too.
Yeah, it's a weird.
All I want to do is see the Nets win a championship just to see where the parade would be, and they just won't do it. That's literally all I want.
That's all you want, Glenn? You should really
always
want
talk
I talk about it all the time. I want to see how the Nets parade would go. It's all I want to see.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, first off, that will never happen because the team is absolutely
But Frank,
incompetent
if
and
it did,
cursed.
if it did, where would it be?
I don't care. I'll be there.
I think it'd be. What do you mean? Like, I think we talked about this before, but it'd be in Brooklyn.
New York.
It'd be in
You
Brooklyn.
know, the problem
You
is
don't think it would be in the County of the Heroes or whatever?
I don't think so.
Also, no one would go because
I
there's
mean,
no fans.
down Flatbush Ave.
I'll be there.
I
If I'm
think-
the only one there, I'll be there.
I think that
Hell yeah,
you would
Frank.
get like a turnout of like Brooklynites who would just like show up for like an event. I think that they are a Brooklyn team and not a New York
I
team.
really
so
think
they
I
would
just
do
find that
it.
to be one of the most fascinating things in sports. Really, how there's really
You love that.
they're really
So
just not
funny.
they're not there. I mean, they're a very popular NBA team.
Our fans are in New
know.
Jersey.
There's not.
We're still the New Jersey Nets deep down.
That's true. I do. I mean, it is. You know, when people make fun of New York, thinking like the Mecca of basketball, and just people who think that New York is more important than it is, and blah blah blah. Sometimes I'm with them, but also like I just can't put my finger on it or describe why. But there just is something different, and the Nets are kind of a perfect example where it's like we just don't fuck with you. We don't care. Okay, you assembled like a bomb squad. We don't fucking care.
I'm not a massive Knicks fan. Bad me. I'm not saying the Knicks are always the one running the town. I'm just saying in
They just
general.
are, like-
There's no. I know like 3
And
Nets fans.
It's kind of backfired with Harden and Kyrie, obviously, and like it didn't work. But I think even if it did and they won a title, there'd be some bandwagon fans, but it would just be. It wouldn't even be hate. Like Knicks fans wouldn't even be like.
Do the kids
Fuck
like
them.
them?
It would just be like. I mean, maybe like maybe
Like,
young
what a
generation that I don't know
yeah.
about. But I don't think so, man. It just seems like it's
It's just weird. It's crazy.
Yeah.
For context, the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers had their parade in Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I think when you
That's-
are a
that's a good
Brooklyn
call.
team, you are like you're obnoxious about it. So I think it would be Brooklyn. But I mean, yeah. How many Nets fans do you know?
Truly, that follow the team.
Yeah.
2.5.
Spider, Frank.
I didn't even realize Spider.
I
So
forgot
know
about Frank and Spider. I'm
I
saying
know
like my
Evan
actual
Roberts,
friends. Not that they're my
Frank.
friends. We're saying my friends at home.
You know, when everybody in New York can name like a couple fans, that's it.
Yeah.
There's just none of them. They
Like,
just don't exist.
I'm saying growing up, like my 25 years of life living in New York, my whole life, I know two friends that are
yeah.
Nets fans.
Right.
And then
It's just like
Frank
they just
and
don't
Spider.
exist.
You think if Durant had signed with the Knicks, that they would be going through the same woes that the Nets are going through? Like, do you think that it's like an apathy that's associated with being the Nets that's ruining the team, or do you think it's circumstantial to what's going on with them?
No,
right
I
now?
think they went for their big three, and it just didn't fucking work.
Didn't work.
And then you got a guy like Durant who's like, not saying he's not a competitor because he is, but it's like when he's already kind of got his legacy and done his thing and won his rings, he's probably kind of like, all right, didn't work. Like he's still out there trying, but it's like we went all in and we didn't have the hand for
Remember the
it,
original
which is
Nets
so
big
funny. I
three?
mean, I'm not some NBA super fan watching every game, so I know like I can't give you the hardcore analysis here, but that was another one. It was like you're bringing in 3 of the biggest, weirdest, most dramatic personalities. It's not going to work.
They are the weirdest.
When
dudes.
KD ends up being the normal one of the
Right.
bunch, you know that you've assembled some that's a powder keg and it fucking blew up. Doesn't work.
Yeah, he's
That's
a
not the
steady
NBA
hand. Like, he's
anymore,
not
man.
built to be the steady hand.
No, it's not. I mean, I think if KD was on the Knicks, I think it would be bananas.
Pandemonium.
Like pandemonium. That's another thing as like a casual fan, when the Knicks, when Julius Randle was like, supposed to be the guy, I remember thinking like, this
Him?
isn't,
And for
in a
a
league
year,
where
it was
you
nice.
need like a star.
Yeah.
He's a nice player, but as your max guy, I don't think so. If they had a max true guy like Kevin Durant, And what sucks is the way he always needles the Knicks. Like he trashes on them.
He loves not being a Knick, kind of, which is super fun.
But it's also like you gotta win, and when you're the 9th seed yourself, it's like it just the NBA doesn't work like that. You need like the stars, but it's gotta like be in a natural
like almost
way.
how the Suns are created.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
they're like organically built. Like they drafted a lot of their own.
They're gonna
players.
have a big 3 or 4, but
Right.
it's
organically,
natural.
and then they just add Chris Paul instead of like trying to add a bunch of star players
Right.
simultaneously.
You can't do it like in one shot. I guess the Heat were the only ones that it was just like wow, that worked. But otherwise, trying to do that super team shit just. Speaking of Superman, speaking of Batman, this dude released a live bat in a Texas movie theater. This is a dickhead move. What's the matter, Glenny?
It's fucking disgusting.
Bro, if I was sitting in a movie theater and a fucking live bat was like screeching and flying, I would run out of there faster than if it was like a live bomb.
This is gonna sound really stupid, really, really stupid. I know a lot of the shit I say is stupid. Do bats like fuck people up?
I don't think.
Yeah,
I've seen the videos a lot, like in Texas. Where's the place in Texas? In Houston, I think, where there's
Austin.
a bat cave.
The
Austin.
bridge,
In
yes,
Austin?
dude. I just was
And
by
people
that
like
bridge.
fly
Yes.
through it, and they don't attack. Do they attack really?
Well, also they're supposed to be like nocturnal, right? So I think if they're out in the day and there's lights and shit, they probably bug out. But I don't think they're like.
Oh, man.
I don't think they're trying to like.
Speaking of this, by the way,
They're not predators.
Yeah, they're not gonna like land on your shoulder and bite your face.
speaking of this, is kind of the same tune. I was scrolling through Instagram today. I came
Wait,
by.
real quick, I'm looking at the video now. It's not as bad as I thought.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't freak
No
out
one's
much.
even reacting.
That was
No one's
like that's
reacting.
kind of just like if there's like a little
bird
bird flying
in
around.
the airport.
I thought it was gonna be like swooping around and shit, but it was just kind of flying around the ceiling. It's not that crazy, but it is weird to be like, I've got my bat and I'm gonna release it during the Batman. Anyway, keep going.
Speaking of fucking creepy shit, I'm looking at Instagram this morning. I scroll by Summer Rae's Instagram. Can you pull up Summer
bet you
Rae's
did.
Instagram?
Yeah,
No,
can
it
you
came
do
on
that,
the
please?
feed. It came on the feed. Look what she posted.
I bet
came
it's
on
an
something.
algorithm that's tailored to your likes, Glenny. What do you mean it came on the feed?
What are we gonna? She
Look
was
at her most
jumping the
recent
other day,
post.
dude. It was wild. She was just bouncing up.
Dude, look at her first picture. Just zoom in a little bit.
What's the matter?
A spider?
Oh my
Fucking
God!
tarantula on her face.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
I
there's
don't
5
like-
of them in there. It's
I
just
don't
all
like
the tarantula
spider
on her
girls,
face.
and I don't like snake girls.
Like, look at that leg. It's in her eye. It's
Eyeball.
in her eyelid.
I don't care if you tell me that a spider has been defanged or
Imagine the
devenomed.
fuzz on your face.
Oh, the fuzzy is the worst. Snakes and spiders, if you fuck with them, you are a crazy person.
Snakes,
I say there's only
can-
2 pets you can have. A
and
dog,
dog?
and maybe a cat.
I would love a turtle. I had a turtle growing up. Turtles. would
Even
be
that's
sick.
weird, but like these people,
Fish?
like
What about a fish
I think
tank?
I think a fish is decoration.
Yeah,
like a fish tank is like that looks cool, but I don't think of it as a pet.
Growing up, I always
people who have
wanted-
like a ferret.
Oh my god.
People who have birds like Marty. People who have
Well, look at Marty.
weird
Lizard or some shit
lizards,
like that.
iguanas.
Growing up, I'd always want like a
chinchillas.
lizard. Yeah, I'd always want a lizard or a snake, and my mom told me, "I'll bring you to the store. If you touch it, I'll buy it for you." And I didn't touch any of them.
Yeah, I had a lizard once.
Snake. Yeah, we
had a
don't talk
chameleon.
enough about snakes. They don't have legs. How do they move?
They don't have.
What do we
I
do?
watched a video the other day of one that was like probably 12 feet long or some shit that was shedding its skin, and it was just like I was wondering, how do you do that? Your snake mind just goes like, shed the skin.
Dude, how
Like,
does-
get rid of
Do
the
they
skin.
know?
I'm
Is
just
it
gonna-
like
It's
the
not like they have
theory?
hands to pull it off. It just.
I'm also just gonna
goes.
come out and say, how do snakes fuck?
That's something I've looked up before. It's a process. It's a weird thing.
They get it done though.
It's not. Yeah, like. I don't think there's really a dick and a vagina. It's different than that.
Insertion among animals is crazy.
Bizarre.
Like any
Same
type
thing
of
with, like,
insertion.
Ducks. How do ducks fuck? Where's the dick? The dick
and don't
duck?
and they have a curlicue. Like
Yeah.
imagine their insertions like a wine cork or some shit like that. You have to like what insertion
Screw-
among
you gotta
animals.
literally screw somebody.
Without opposable thumbs, insertion is like more of a
problem.
task.
Yeah.
it's way more of a
Did
task.
you see the dog that Howie Mandel posted on his Instagram like a month ago?
No.
Bro, this dog, we talked about it on the KC Radio episode probably like I said, like a month ago. This dog has a
Oh, God.
fucking, yeah, it's weird, dude.
This is taking a
Snakes
turn
are
for the worse.
bizarre, bro. This dog has a fucking cock on him, man.
Oh really?
Where is it? He
A
has,
hung pup?
can't possibly, did he take it down?
A bow wowitzer?
No, man, this thing was, it was so, I guess he took it down. Probably did because people were so fucking disgusted.
I've seen dogs with big nuts before, but I don't think I've ever seen
this
cocked
dog,
out
this
balls.
dog, his dick was dragging on the floor, bro.
Today walking to the train, a guy walked out of his house with a pit bull. The pit bull was fucking ready to roll, and his balls were just.
I think it's
like
also because you don't see dogs with balls. You know, most of the time they get fixed.
Yeah, they get their balls taken.
This dog, yeah, it's no longer on here. His dick was dragging. Oh, here it is. You'll see it in a second. It'll pop out. See you kind of dangling.
Oh,
now
holy
wait, now
shit.
wait for him to move. Look at that thing.
Oh!
Hammer, dude.
That's a $5 foot long. What the fuck is that, dude?
So I posed the question.
That's literally that's a fifth leg.
That makes
Would you
Norman
rather
look
have
like
that dick or like a 2-inch, like it looks just like that?
that one, brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What?
Like it's kind of a weird color or whatever, but that versus like a 2-incher.
Yeah, but on that dog is like a 10-pound dog.
No, that's what's wild. Like that, it was dragging on the ground, bro. It's
And
literally
it
mini
was-
tripod type shit. He could just balance on
It
that.
wasn't a Slim Jim too. That thing
Oh,
was
yeah,
thick,
girth
bro.
to
That
it,
thing
dude.
was.
Anyway, you're a fucking freak if you release bats into a.
Oh yeah, you're
see
a
the
bad,
Batman, Glenn?
bad person.
No, I haven't been home. I haven't been home.
You haven't seen it, right?
Yeah, I haven't
You've
been
on
home.
the road
I'm
too.
trying to. I want to badly though.
It's fire.
I've heard I heard a couple people disparage it, and then I saw so many people.
Yeah, who's talking shit?
Fucking like Ben Shapiro was like.
Oh,
shit.
fuck off.
I did hear it was
It
very
is-
long though.
Okay,
I'm not a long movie guy.
me neither. 100% undeniable criticism. 2 hours and 56 minutes is insane. It can't be that long. I looked down at my phone at the 2-hour mark, and I was like, I can't believe another hour of this.
Do you
But
open your phone
then
to
it
the
picked
movies?
back up. Yes, because I think it's ridiculous when people act like opening up your phone is like you're spitting on their
No,
face.
I'm not saying because of the anti-movie protocol. I'm just saying in general. I've always found that fun to not open your phone during a movie or a plane.
Oh,
ride.
yeah.
So to be like, oh, who cares about me when you open the phone up again?
Oh, you want to see all the texts that you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
afterwards?
And
Well, how
3
about when there's
hours.
none?
Yeah.
What happens
It's
then?
really demoralizing.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's really long. Pattinson is a phenomenal Batman, but a bad Bruce Wayne, I think.
Okay.
Catwoman is Zoe Kravitz kills it. She's so hot, but they kind of are stuck, I think, between like the Michelle Pfeiffer kind of like corny lines. Like at
One-liner type?
At one point, Batman's just like, "Don't ruin your life," and she's like, "I got 9 of them, honey." So sometimes she's doing
Yeah.
that, but in this one, she's also dark and brooding. So that was weird. Alfred is like doesn't even matter in this movie. Like
Who is he?
it's like it's a guy that other people seem to know his name. I didn't know him, but he's somebody. What's his name? Oh, you guys looked at me like you knew. He didn't really
Nobody
matter in
knows.
this movie. And Gordon is not commissioner in this one, but he's a cop. He's awesome. Maybe like one of the best
Serkis?
Gordons. Yeah, Andy Serkis.
You know him?
Well, he does like all the fucking motion. He does all the motion. He's like Planet of the
Voices.
Apes.
Right?
Planet of the Apes.
Oh, and he was Planet of the Apes. Yeah. He was Caesar in Planet of the Apes. Gollum. He was Gollum.
Yeah, he does all those-
He
that's
does
his
like
thing.
yeah.
weird.
But it's like it's about the mafia and like.
And Paul Dano's
and-
sick?
Oh, so it's
And so I was gonna say, if you were to tell me that you put Paul Dano as the Riddler as your #1 Batman villain, I wouldn't begrudge you. He's I
really?
think he's that good. And I
Better
think it's more the
Ledger?
story. The story is told so well. His story on why he's doing what he's doing makes sense and it like comes full circle. So I thought that was like really awesome. And what's scary about it is like it's kind of real. Like he could probably do. People like are doing what he's doing in this movie. Kind of, it's crazy. I think it's fucking fire. But yeah, 3 hours is. Oh,
Dano's a
and
beast.
Colin Farrell is like totally unrecognizable. I don't know why they just didn't hire a guy who.
I never
looks-
got why people do that.
I get it when it's like this guy's the best actor of all time. Let's dress him up. But Colin Farrell's like he's fine, you know. But
They paid him a ton of money. They probably paid him like $20 million to be unrecognizable.
I guess, but also for him, it's like I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'll put on whatever I want to be involved in this new Batman trilogy. Look at
That's
that.
Colin Farrell?
That's Colin Farrell. Bananas.
Damn.
Dude, just hire the cousin
And
from Curb.
he's good in it. Like that's what I mean. Like there are other guys that are at least closer to that. You got to put some
That
scars
first
on his
picture
face,
is
but
scary.
you
Holy fuck.
got to get rid of his hair. You got to get it. All of it's different. So he's probably happy to be in on this
Not to
trilogy.
mention, dude, you gotta
but
go
it's
through hours of
to
fucking-
me it's like right up there with the Christian Bale Batmans in terms of like it's dark. The music is fucking dope.
Do you kinda
Michael
feel like-
Giacchino, I think is his name. He made this like one song where every time Batman's walking with his footsteps and the beat, it's sick.
Oh, it lines up.
I said, if you're a rapper or producer and you're not making a song with this score, with the Batman steps being part of the beat, like you're not even trying.
Is this
bro.
rated R?
No, I don't. I think it was PG-13. I think they say fuck like
You have
once.
to check out the OnlyFans beforehand, Glenn, to get your tit fixed.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm mad at OnlyFans. That's my #1 new.
Oh, are you? Let's do the after show. Glenny
No,
Balls.
I'm not mad at OnlyFans. I'm just
You
saying.
just said
You
I'm mad
said
at
I'm mad at
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
What'd you say? What'd you say again?
You have to get your tit fixed before the
they.
movie.
I'm just saying OnlyFans should do like a preview. I don't know if that's even what you're saying, but that's my biggest
I'm
complaint.
saying that
with
you
OnlyFans.
should look at boobs beforehand because you're not going to see any during the movie.
Right, that's what he's saying.
Oh.
It's not rated R. No titties.
Why? What are you saying?
I don't want to see tits in a superhero movie. They don't go hand in hand.
Okay.
I want
You
to
wanna
see
be
tits in
horny?
my-
You want a wholesome?
in my normal like National Lampoon's comedies and shit like that. Put the tits.
Sure. What do you think is the best movie tits of all time?
American Pie Beta House.
Wow. My man had that
Beta
on
House.
decking
close.
tape.
Why? Wait, is
Not
it a
even
specific
close.
set?
Have you ever seen American Pie Beta House?
Well, it's
one
funny
of
that
those.
you
It's
say
one of those
that.
fake American Pie
Yeah,
sequels,
yeah.
and
And it's
there
just
is
tits.
legitimately, and the runtime might be an hour and 20 minutes. There may be a set of tits every 3 minutes. If you've never seen American Pie Beta House, you gotta watch it.
I would argue
It's the best.
I would argue American Pie 1, Shannon Elizabeth, is one
Of course,
the
that's-
greatest tits of all time
Great.
in a movie.
I think the people pretty much all say Phoebe Cates in Fast Times.
Yeah,
Maybe for your
fine,
generation,
but it's like
Elizabeth.
dated a little bit.
And for
What were you
me,
saying? Which
for
one
my
did you just say?
generation,
I didn't hear.
Phoebe Cates that have in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh,
That's like the
gotcha.
most Hall of Fame one. I don't think my generation really has an iconic one. Our two iconic ones is Fox and Jessica Simpson
Not really
and Dukes of
naked.
Hazzard and
I mean,
Transformers
Pamela
and
Anderson
Topless.
dumped him out for some movies, I think, right?
Halle Berry and Swordfish.
That's a big one because it was like she was
a
so
high-end-
established. She didn't need to do that.
maybe
She
the-
wanted to do that.
What the hell is her name? Eva Mendes in
From Dusk Till Dawn? No. What's
Eva
she in?
Mendes
That was
does
the other Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek. Yeah.
She has bombs.
Yes.
Eva Mendes in
something. I
Kids.
can't think of what she takes him out.
You ever see Kids?
No.
Kids
seen
is
Kids?
a classic. Yeah.
I want Glenny Balls to watch Kids.
Wild
I want you
Things?
to stream yourself. That's a big. This
Wild Things
I can't
is
believe I even.
a pornography.
Wild Things threesome is a defining moment. If you were born in the '80s, maybe early '90s, the wild 80s. Wild Things threesome changes you as a person, as a man.
I can't even believe that was a thing.
Wow.
And you know what's
Watched it
wild
when I was
about
like
it?
12.
It's not even just like a threesome. Like he's pouring champagne on her tits, and he takes her thong off and he folds it and puts it in his pocket. Like like kinky shit.
They were ahead of their time.
I think they were just doing what they do. Like
Yeah.
they're just like, here, fuck how you fuck.
Have some fun.
I want you to watch Kids and
I
stream
want you to
yourself.
watch American Pie Beta House.
You should. You should. That's a nice exchange
You would
program.
be distraught watching Kids.
What is Kids?
Oh, you
It's
would.
about like kids getting AIDS and doing drugs and like it's
In New York,
a
it's like a-
horribly real and gritty and grimy movie and like set in New York.
We're just getting so
They're
happy
like-
talking about Beta House, and I bringing up this depression shit to me.
Yeah, you would probably like cry during Kids.
You
It's
definitely
just
would.
So
You'd
horrible.
have PTSD.
And I'd be over there watching Beta House, just like
I truly might watch Beta House tonight and just keep track of everything. It's
you should be
consistent.
Mr. Skin.
Dude, I hate Mr. Skin.
You got beef
Why?
with
So you know what Mr. Skin did to me?
Tell him why you mad,
So,
son.
friggin', when me and Asa did that podcast together like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we interviewed Mr.
Of course,
Skin.
who can?
You did.
The Mr. Skin.
Wow.
And then he tells me, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a free subscription." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
Never did it.
Because I'm a big Mr. Skin guy. But he gives me it. He gives me the non-premium one. So I'm like, whatever, no big deal. But I did think in my mind I was getting the premium.
Yeah.
So when I bought the premium myself,
What's not premium if you like?
it was like
there's a
I forgot
subscription
what
that's
it
not
was.
paid.
There was a subscription where
Wait, but I thought that there was. What's subscription about Mr. Skin? I thought you.
no,
just,
it's subscription based.
you can't like just get.
I thought you could just watch the. I thought you just click on it and the.
Probably not anymore. He probably had to move behind a paywall to make that money.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Dude,
then-
old school Mr.
so then
we
one of the
talked about this on the
times-
podcast recently too. Like that was, man, that's like almost
was it,
a.
still
You know what that
shots?
is? That's like the
was still shots,
password to me
videos.
to be like, are you a millennial or whatever? You know, it's like, are you cool? Are you from my era? Do you know what Mr. Skin is? And if
Yeah.
you know, like, we're
Oh
cool.
man.
So then Mr. Skin friggin', I had to get the premium myself because I had to just see it. I couldn't not see it if I thought I was getting it.
Right.
But then they don't tell you. They charge you like $45 for all these other websites. I paid it for probably 2 years.
Well, that's a rookie
I was on. I was
mistake.
on.
That happens when you sign up
I had
for
a
porn,
Playboy
too.
subscription. I
Yeah.
had a Naked News subscription where they read you the news naked.
Are you really that upset, Glenny?
I was more
That
upset.
sounds like
I
something
didn't
you
know
really
what it was
enjoy,
coming
Naked
from.
News.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was coming from for like a year.
Did
Yeah.
you
But, like-
watch it? Did you go to them?
Did you enjoy it?
No, it's weird.
didn't enjoy the
They
Naked
give you
News?
world news. They just strip.
Oh, is it, I've seen like the Russians do that. Are they doing it in English?
It was like Europeans from what I remember.
Was it English?
It was English, but they were like the girls had accents.
Right. Okay.
You
but
pick
you
up any
could get the
news?
news. Like you could understand.
You learning?
But that's the thing. It's not even informative news. It was more like,
Oh, so
one
you want,
video
you
a
want the
day.
integrity of the news and your naked news. You don't care about the tits.
I mean, if I watched it, I watch the news sometimes.
you watch the
now.
regular news?
I watch the regular news on occasion.
Well, what channel do you watch?
News 12. Local Long Island news. I put it
You're
on
just
every-
worried
I put
about
it on
like
every
the
morning when I wake
local
up.
fundraiser, the lemonade stand.
I
that
put it
kids
on
were
every
doing
morning
on
when I
the-
wake up.
The Jericho
Yeah, just
Turnpike.
everywhere we go. We have like a Billy Joel tribute band playing in Huntington tonight. If you want to check it out. But
I love your life, Glenn.
You don't want to see Don Lemon whipping his dick out or something like that? Naked news with the fellas?
naked news.
Dude.
What if there was a rundown paid subscription where the rundown is also naked?
Naked.
Like we do this show and then we just do it again, but we're naked for the subscription only.
Yes, naked
Glenny
news.
just had his hog
we
out.
get so
talking
many
about this.
subscriptions, it would be crazy.
Imagine if the Glenny did this whole thing.
Then he's hog just hanging
Oh,
down
look at
here.
that, man. Yeah, if you did the whole show like the naked black guy, like
just like sit.
Imagine that, just swinging like a grandfather clock.
Oh my God.
All right, that's the rundown.
Good talk.